Hello. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the new features added to version 2.5, which is integration of the jog window into the tree element itself. So in the previous version of the software, uh, prior to version 2.5, when you clicked on an element, a jog window would appear on the right with a number of buttons and features and access to the data. So what's been done in this version is basically the jog window has been removed to give you more visual access to your data, and all of the attributes of that have been embedded in the tree itself. So if you click on an element now, you'll find that all the buttons of the jog window are now nicely lined up with the element itself. So I'll just go through some of these buttons, what they are. A couple of them are new, but for the most part, you would be familiar with these buttons if you've used SMARTree before. So the first buttons on the actual tree itself is the outdent button, which allows you to pull the data out, and then you have your indent button, which allows you to pull it in. The next is your apply logic. So if you want to turn logic on and off, you can assign logic to that element. This is a selection item, which we can apply logic to. The next is the lock button, which locks the data, and then the indent button. So you can indent and outdent. You can also use these buttons here to move things up and down if it's allowable. So if you have a block of data here, you can move that up and down. You can also see here select sub-elements. So what that means is it will select the contents of not just the element you're working on, but also its child elements. So if you turn that off and on, you can select the element or the sub-elements at the same time and apply logic or lock conditions to not only the element you're working on, but also the sub-elements as well. The other nice thing that's been added in here is now inline editing. So I can go in here and change that to a timestamp and call it today, whatever you want. So you can change my selection data. So you can change the data in the fly. Inside of the titles of the data can be changed as well. The other nice feature you'll notice here is these little buttons on the right, and this is the logic buttons. So if I want to apply logic for this tree, for instance, I can click on the logic, and you can select what type of logic you would like to do for this particular element. And there's another What's New video on logic to show you exactly how these buttons work. But the nice thing here, it actually tells you what the logic is, and you can edit that and say, okay, I want the item to match this particular item here. It's not active right now, I haven't edited, but you can edit that by basically selecting the data and holding a shift button, and it allows you to go into this detailed editor. I can show you that in another video. But the nice thing is here, all of the features basically of the jog window is now integrated into the software, and you can basically see you can do basically all the functions of the jog window inside the tree as well. So that's basically jog and jog replacement with inline editing. Thank you.